It is UFC Fight Night, Lewis versus Nascimento this weekend, you guys. And I am going to be talking about the different matchups. Let's just make sure my glasses are all good there. Yeah. We talk about each fight on the main card and why they matter. Because you see fight nights, you see cards, and they might not have the best names, but I then think, but why are people dissing it? Why are people trashing on it? Just because the names aren't good doesn't mean the matchups aren't good. Doesn't mean the implications of matchups aren't there. Okay, so I thought it'd be a pretty cool video to have. Obviously everyone has their prediction videos, their post fight night review, preview, pre-show, whatever. But no one ever talks about the significance, really of the fight. So I thought it'd be a pretty good idea to talk about each fight on the main card, top to bottom, well, bottom to top, and their significance. Also, I've got a lisp. It's because I have my bottom braces done and it makes me sound a bit weird, so I might have a bit of a lisp. Let's start with the first fight of the main card. Acosta versus Despaine. I forgot Acosta's first name then. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Rebelis Despaine. Why should you care about this fight? Well, I'll tell you why you should care about this fight. This fight between Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Rebelis Despaine is nothing competitive. Okay, the UFC have not set up this fight for a competitive fight. The UFC set up this fight because they want to make more highlights for Rebelis Despaine. They want Rebelis Despaine to tear through another fighter, and that is the pure reason why they've made this fight. If you think this fight is so we can have a crazy 3-1 war, fight of the year, no. This fight is purely to get over, in wrestling terms, pro wrestling terms, the fake fighting, to get over. And it's basically to make Rebelis Despaine get over on the fans, get over on the crowd, add another highlight to his reel, and build his credibility. And he needs to get going as well because he's old. Next fight, Alex Caceres versus Sean Woodson. I'm excited for every fight but one, and we'll get to that one. But this fight I'm excited for, Alex Caceres versus Sean Woodson. This fight you should be intrigued about because Sean Woodson has just come off a win of Charles Jourdain. It could go either way. It was a close fight. In the moment, I thought Charles Jourdain won, but that's neither here nor there. Sean Woodson won a close fight. And it's his opportunity to get into the rankings by beating Alex Caceres. And on Alex Caceres' side, it's his opportunity to defend his ranking after coming off a loss to Giga Chikadze. Alex Caceres has a pretty fun fighting style, very karate based. Search him up on Wikipedia as well. It's got a crazy story. And yeah, Sean Woodson's good. He's good. And it's just a test. It's a test for Sean Woodson to see if he can break to the top 15 of the rankings. And it's for Alex Caceres to defend his ranking. I think he's about 13, somewhere near there. So yeah, it's just a good old, let's see how good this up and coming guy with good momentum is against the guy who's been in the rankings for a while. He's been in UFC for a while as well. So a guy with a lot of experience in Alex Caceres. Let's see how good Sean Woodson is. Let's see if he's top 15 worthy, and if he's rank worthy, he'll never be champion. Don't be ridiculous, he'll never be champion. But let's see if he's rank worthy. And on Alex Caceres' side, let's see if Alex Caceres can put on a good, fun fight again, and let's see if he can defend his ranking. I'm excited for that one. The next fight is one I'm not very excited for, not very intrigued for, because it's like the Acosta versus Despaine fight. It's just to get them over. However, Rebecca isn't necessarily, he hasn't got as much aura as Despaine does. It's Ferreira versus Rebecca. Again, this is just a fight to get Rebecca over, to give him another highlight on his reel, to build his credibility against Diego Ferreira, who is 39 years of age. So that pretty much tells you all. Mateusz Rebecca, he's incredible. He's beaten everyone so far. He's going against a 39-year-old. It's pretty obvious why this fight's been made, and it's been made purely to build Rebecca's credibility and give him a fight where he can put on a good performance. Next fight, Alonzo Menifil versus Carlos Ulberg. Again, I'm excited for this fight. Carlos Ulberg, it's still a bit to kind of build his credibility because obviously he's with Izzy, so he's got that helps him. But to be fair, it is also a fight to see. Quite like the Sheriff and Woodson fight. Is Ulberg good enough to be top 15? And can Menifield stay top 15? And I also think Menifield's a pretty... I was thinking about this. I think Menifield's a bit underrated, to be honest, because I thought he was going to lose to Dustin Jacoby. Because Dustin Jacoby's obviously a glory kickboxer, but he didn't. Because Jacoby hasn't really got a chin, that's really why. But I think Menifield's better than people think he is. But yeah, this is what this fight's kind of for. Very much like the Sheriff and Woodson fight. Can Alonso Menifield keep himself in the rankings and show why he is a ranked fighter? Or is Carlos Ulberg going to prove that the hype is real and he is really that guy and he can be a big player in the light heavyweight rankings? He's also much older than I thought. He's into his 30s. It's not like he's 28, 29. He's into his 30s. He's older than Dricus, I'm pretty sure. I know that's a bit of a random fight to bring up, but Dricus is 30 years of age and Ulberg's older than that. So Ulberg needs to get going as well. I feel like my eyes look really weird, bro. So yeah, that's what that's for. Can Ulberg get into the top 15 and can Menifield defend it? Joaquin Buckley versus Nursultan Ruziboyev. Now, oh my lordy lord, I'm pretty excited for this one. Joaquin Buckley recently, if you see on Instagram, he's had run-ins with Ruziboyev in the hotel lobby, making fun of him because he's poor, even though he's only had, this is his third fight in the UFC, so calm down, mate. He's not going to be rich just yet. Yet being the key word on that one. I need to look at the camera. Yeah, this fight, I am very excited for this fight. And again, I mean, it kind of goes both ways, I think. You could say it's for Ruziboyev to get into the top 15 to prove that he's him. And you could say it's for Buckley to defend his top 15 ranking to prove that he's worthy of being a ranked opponent. But I think also you could say the same for Buckley to prove Buckley is him. Because Buckley's, he's got a lot of momentum right now. If Buckley beats Ruziboyev, who is, he's Uzbekistan, he's from that neck of the woods, steroids and bread. I think, you could also argue that it is also to help Buckley and build his stock, as they say, and build his credibility. And I think it is. I think it's going to be a brilliant fight, Ruziboyev and Buckley. I cannot wait for that one, if I'm going to be completely honest. But yeah, on Ruziboyev's side, I'm going to smash your brother. It's on Ruziboyev's side, he's going to prove he's him. He can be worthy of top 15 and he can beat Joaquin Buckley easy. He doesn't really like Joaquin Buckley as well, so I'm sure he wants to put a beating on him. And for Joaquin Buckley, it's two things. It's prove that he's worthy of being top 15, that he can be champion, which he won't be, and also prove that he is also him. He's going to knock out everyone in sight. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. And then the main event, Derek Lewis versus Rodrigo Nascimento. I swear they've only put Rodrigo Nascimento. His last one was against Dontel Mays. You cannot tell me you become ranked as being Dontel Mays. So, I mean, really, they've only made Rodrigo Nascimento number 15 so they can make his main event credible. It's just really, on Rodrigo Nascimento's side, it's again to prove why he's been winning, and it's to, get him over against Derek Lewis, to get a win over Derek Lewis, which he definitely can get a win over Derek Lewis. So it's, again, to build Rodrigo Nascimento, because if he's got the name on his record, it looks very good. But then on Derek Lewis' side, it's to prove, I mean, he says in his prime. On Media Day, he said it was in his prime. I disagree with that. But on Derek Lewis' side, he's going to be thinking, right, I'm going to prove I can beat these young guys, these guys coming up thinking that they can, be the next me, this guy thinking that they can be the next top heavyweights. I'm here to prove that I'm here to stay, and ain't nobody beating me. So that's on Derek Lewis' side. Why, as a fan, you should be excited. It's Derek Lewis, man. It's Derek Lewis. He's going to be entertaining. He's going to have a great walkout. The Black Beast, Bruce Buffer's going to be roaring his name. He's going to be putting on a good fight, a good show. And I think Rodrigo Nascimento is going to be putting on a good fight and a good show as well. I think it's going to be a great stand-up battle, a great stand-up fight. Everyone here, there, and everywhere should be excited to watch this fight, because I think it's going to be pretty good for slow heavyweights that are a bit loose around the waist, if you know what I mean. I think it's going to be a good fight. Can Nascimento add that name to his rank, to his record, or can Don't Lose prove that he's still him. Honourable mention, that's just dropped recently as of recording this video, Manel Kape versus Muhammad Mokaev. Now, oh my lordy lord, am I excited for that one. I love Manel Kape. As a Brit, you think I've got to support Mokaev as the Brit? I don't give one. Manel Kape is him, okay? He is the base one himself. Manel Kape is that guy, okay? Kai Kara-France has gone running, okay? Yeah, Manel Kape versus Muhammad Mokaev, UFC 304 in Manchester. Why you should care about that fight? We haven't even got to that fight yet, and I'm already telling you why. Why you should care about that fight? Is Mokaev going to be exposed for being a boring fighter who only shoots? His striking ain't even that good. He got a lucky knee on some random guy back in 2022. He ain't nothing. And then he can't even complete takedowns. He just sprawls. Well, he doesn't sprawl. Alex Perez sprawls. And then he just sits there doing nothing. And on Kape's side, you know, he's just going to prove that he's in because Kape is absolutely sick. Yeah, I cannot wait. Because Kape's going to, at the press conference, he is going to scold the shit out of him. Kape is going to scold him. He's going to roast him. He's going to expose him. He's going to embarrass him. And Muhammad Mokaev is going to say, brother, I'm going to smash you on Saturday night, and then not even sell the fight and not even be excited because he's not entertaining. I hate listening to him. I hate watching his fights because they're boring. Manel Kape, I love listening to him. I'd watch his fights all day long. So it's gonna, but I mean, I feel like Manel Kape's style and his skill will be good enough so that Muhammad Mokaev can't make it a boring fight, and it will be a pretty good fight. And hopefully, Mokaev will get absolutely pieced up, flatlined, knocked out. Why should you be excited for that fight? Manel Kape's he's gonna stir up a pot. He's gonna stir it up, and he's gonna piss off Muhammad Mokaev. He's gonna make a great fight week out of it, and Manel Kape will put on an incredible fight, and that's why you should be excited for that fight. And that's why you should be excited for this fight night coming on Saturday. Main card, 9 a.m. UK time, midnight UK time. I'll be watching. You guys better be watching, and make sure to watch my prediction video. That'll be coming out very, very soon. Don't miss it. I'm telling you, do not miss it. Pro picks. I know what I'm talking about. I've watched these fights. I've analysed them. I've done my research. I know what I'm talking about. And I will get all 6 of the main card fights right. Okay? I'll give you a sneaky peek. One prediction. Sultan Rizabov.